Now you don't have to choose because they're all right here.
WBKN FM, Brookhaven, B92.
Good evening, everyone. Beck Warren alongside the coach, Becky Flowers. Second half of our doubleheader, we had a break for the other part of the girls' semifinal action. Coming up shortly, Brookhaven Academy's Cougars will face off against the Newton County Academy Generals, a team that member of our district we faced 2 times during the regular season, had an overtime victory here at home and a double-digit victory at their place. Didn't get to see them in the district tournament, but a very good ball club from Newton Academy. Let's get you caught up on action earlier today. Brookhaven Academy Lady Cougars defeated Centerville Academy by a score of 55-37. Really took over in the second half and pulled away for the victory to move on to the finals tomorrow. They'll face off with Lamar Christian Lady Lions, who defeated Clinton Christian by a score of 41-37. And Clinton Christian playing without their crafty little point guard, Ray York, rolled an ankle the other night, and they said she is probably out for the year. And it really showed in that ball game, the pressure from Lamar Christian, and Clinton just really didn't have a point guard to answer that, but a 4-point ball game nonetheless.
Absolutely. Ray, I think is what they call her, and she is quite a force on the floor, such a great athlete. You could definitely tell her absence made a big difference, but yet they still stayed within that game, and that just kind of lets you know that at this time of year, everybody steps it up, and they step up for teammates that are injured. From what we heard, I think she's got some torn ligaments, so she's in a cast for 6 weeks.
Yeah,
so, yes, definitely season ending on that one.
Tough break there for York. We'll set the stage for tomorrow. The third place consolation in the ladies bracket. The Centerville Academy and the Clinton Christian Warriors, Lady Warriors, and that'll be at 1 p.m. here at John R. Gray. The ladies' finals of the South State AA tournament is set for 2:15 p.m., so mark your calendar, set your watches. Brookhaven Academy faces off with Lamar Christian. Now let's get to men's actions. We've got about 2.5 minutes before tip-off. Newton County Academy and Brookhaven Academy coach. Both of these teams know a lot about each other. Newton, a real physical ball club. Brookhaven Academy can go to their large lineup, their tall lineup, and match size for size with the Generals from Newton.
Yeah, and the thing is, in the district tournament, both in that tournament and in the games they played here, Newton shooters have really been coming through and hitting some big shots down the stretch. And, Cougars are going to have to make sure they close out on those shooters. Everybody else hasn't really played a man-to-man defense on them, so hopefully we will be able to disrupt that shooting just a little bit. And like you said, they're very physical inside. They've got 2 kids well over 200 pounds that are heavy loads, and so Brown, Flowers, Fortenberry, whatever the lineup may be, they're going to have to really step up their game and body those guys up.
You're speaking of Kemp Anderson, number 12, the senior, then Ethan McDill, both coming in at about 6'3" and well over 200 pounds, athletes in their own right. The guy that really put the pressure on us last time when we played here in Brookhaven, though, was number 21, Luke Anderson. Probably had a career night. Didn't miss many shots all night long. Kept them in it, pushed that ball game to overtime. Cougars coming away with the victory in the extra frame. The buzzer sounded. Let's throw it back to the studio. Let's give us 30 seconds, Darren. 30 seconds down the line. We'll come back, set the starting lineups, tip-off right around the corner. Brookhaven Academy Cougar basketball here on B92.
Prices at the pump got you down? Then get on over to Paul Barnett Nissan. We have many models that get upwards of 40 miles per gallon. That is, if you drive the speed limit. Paul Barnett Nissan is proud to offer the incredible Altima, stylish Sentra, radical Rogue, and versatile Versa. Interest-free or huge rebates. To make a sweet deal even sweeter, we will throw in 2 years' worth of free car washes with any new or pre-owned vehicle purchase. Isn't it time you experience the difference at Paul Barnett Nissan?
And we're back at John R. Gray Gymnasium here on the campus of Brookhaven Academy, set to introduce the starting lineups. The PA public address announcer, Dr. Ed Moat, in tournament form. First for the Generals from Newton County Academy, number 3, Xander Meeks. Number 5, Dalton Sibley. Number 12, as we mentioned earlier, Kemp Alderman. Number 21, Luke Anderson, who've got to keep an eye on him from the outside. And number 32, the workhorse in the middle, that's going to be Ethan McDeal. Probable starters for Newton. We'll check that as they're called and officially mark them in our book. Xander Meeks, the sophomore. Dalton Sibley, number 5, he is a senior. Alderman, a senior. Luke Alexander and McDeal, the guy in the middle. For the Cougars, the usual suspects, Cade Brown, number 3, Britton Nelson, number 4, Tanner Thurman, number 5, Sean Beard, number 10, and the workhorse, Dawson Flowers, number 12. Flowers, Beard, Thurman, and Brown, all seniors. Nelson is a junior. Coach, good atmosphere. Cougar fans rising to their feet to welcome them on the floor. They're blue and white or white and blue. Haven Academy Cougars on both sides of the court. Winston Brown corner on the visitor side as the home side rises to their feet. Got Brown, Britton Nelson, number 4, the senior Tanner Thurman, Sean Beard, and the senior Dawson Flowers. The starting 5 for Coach Josh Watts and his Brookhaven Academy Cougars. Festive tournament atmosphere here at Brookhaven. And Coach, I just want to congratulate you on a great job. You've kind of been the head of not only the hospitality room, but a lot of other duties, and just an outstanding job. I want to tell you now on the air in case I forget later.
Thank you. But, I love this school. I love these kids, and that's really why we all do it. We've got lots of volunteers behind the scenes that make all this come together, and just, we all love basketball, and we're just all happy to be here.
Absolutely. Brown, Alderman set at center court, ready for the tip. Ball's in the air, controlled by Brown, corralled by Flowers.
Had a little tiptoe there on the half-court line.
Nelson out front, right side to Brown. Brown looks low to Flowers. Flowers baby hook from 3 feet away, off the iron, no good. Controlled by Xander Meeks for the Generals. Meeks right side. Alderman over to McDeal. Outside, 21, Luke Alexander looking for a shot. They're going to get him for a travel. Yeah, he tried to make a move on Beard. Took an extra step right about the free throw line. Just underway here at John R. Gray Gymnasium. No score, 7:29 to go, first quarter. Nelson right side to Beard. Beard looks down low to Flowers. Back out to Beard. Beard thought about the three-pointer. Back out to Nelson. Nelson back to Beard. Scouting report on Beard. He'll shoot it from about 25 if you let him. Newton well aware of that.
Not afraid to let it fly.
2-3 zone from the Generals. Nelson penetrates left corner to Thurman. First time Thurman's touched it on the offensive end. Back outside to Nelson. Alderman's going to come off the block, cover that corner with Thurman. Flowers kicks to Thurman in the corner. Ball on the way. Bingo. Tanner Thurman, assist from Flowers. Like I said, Alderman's going to have to get out there to Thurman. Couldn't get a hand up. Thurman dropped it for the three-pointer. Generals back the other way. McDeal, left side to Alderman. Back to McDeal out top. Guarded by Flowers. Alderman in the middle. Kicks it left corner. Going to be Alexander with the shot off the mark, pulled down by Thurman. Thurman's going to push the issue down the left side. Out front of Nelson. Got away from Nelson. It's going to be a backcourt call. Nelson was cutting one way. Thurman had him going the other way. 6:20 to go. First quarter of play. 3-0. Cougars out front.
Seemed a little jittery on the start, but I think we'll be okay.
Meeks out front. Harassed around the circle by Britton Nelson. Left side to Alexander. Surveys the floor. Trying to get it down low to McDeal. Good defense down low by Flowers. Out front to Alderman to clear it. It's going to hand off to Meeks.
I think that's Dalton Sibley out there.
Sibley. Check that. Over to Alexander. Alexander working on Beard. Up and under. Gets it to Alderman in the middle. Guarded closely by Cade Brown might have got a piece of it. Corralled by Flowers. Flowers on the move for the Cougars. Down the left side. Left-hand layup off the glass. No good. Pulled down by Alexander. Alexander to Meeks. Sets it for the Generals. Out front guarded by Nelson. Nelson, right side, left side McDill. Cross court to Alexander. Back to Meeks. Meeks guarded by Nelson. Tipped away. Almost stolen away by Thurman. Left side Alexander. Sean Beard playing tough defense out on the wing. Down low to Alderman. Baby hook inside. Over Brown. Alderman gets it to go. 3-2. Cougars out front. 5 minutes to go. Second quarter. Beard looks inside for Flowers. Had it knocked away by McDill. Kind of a loose pass there by Beard. Cougars got away with that one. Thurman's triggered the inbounds play. Looks. Right corner. Nelson down low to Flowers. Flowers off the glass. No good. Pulled down by McDill.
Flowers has got to finish at the basket. I mean, he is the one they're going to get the ball to, and he has got to get the ball in the hole.
Meeks over to Alderman. Alderman to Alexander. Alexander weaving down the lane. Got past Beard. Laid it up and in. 4-3 Generals. 4:30 to go. First quarter of play. Britton Nelson on the move. Up and under to Flowers. Flowers on the reverse layup. Good move. Good pass from Nelson. Flowers with the finish. The junior to the senior. 5-4 Cougars. Left elbow McDill looking for a screen from Alderman. Nothing doing. Clears it out to Alexander. Alexander guarded out by Sean Beard. Moves to the left corner. Cut off by Beard. Kicks it back out to McDill. Up top to Meeks. Check that Sibley. Sibley's going to hand it off to Meeks. Reset their offense. Coach Tanner Smith does a great job with these Generals.
He really does. Young coach. Lots of energy. Really does a great job with controlling their discipline. I know he is, we're going to have a foul right there. I think he's a graduate of Newton County. Is that correct?
Right, graduate of Newton County.
Yeah.
I don't think he's an employee of the school, but just coaches basketball. Kemp Alderman breaks loose down low. Got inside. Cade Brown missed the crip layup. Brown went over the back for the rebound. Meeks inbound to Alexander. He's going to set it out top. Tyler Fortenberry in for the Cougars. Also Trey Fortenberry for Beard and Brown.
Yeah, Brown's nursing a little bit of a lower back injury. He's a little sore today. Played a really super game last night, but I think he might have overextended just a little bit. And so I saw him stretching really hard there on the court even. So we're trying to kind of give him some break when we can.
McDill down the leg, shot off the glass. Got a push in the back on the offensive rebound against Alderman. Trey Fortenberry had good position for the Cougars. Alderman put a hand at the small of his back.
Yeah,
just a little shove there.
Yeah, that's happening a lot. Like I see a lot of post guys doing that, and they get away with it sometimes, but that must be everything trends, so that must be the thing right now. We're just trying to get that little push off underneath.
And one of those things you get down at this point of the year, your best referees are going to get the assignments. Tanner Thurman, another three-pointer. That one's from 22 feet. Thurman knocks the bottom out of it. 2:50 to go. Cougars up 8-4. Good job setting yourself and letting it fly by Thurman. Ball stolen away by Dawson Flowers. Flowers on the move against McDill. Scramble off McDill, back off of Flowers. The man in the stripes said possession to the Generals. 8-4 Cougars. 2:39 to go. First quarter of play. If you haven't made it out, there's a few seats available, not many. Left side to McDill. He goes free throw line to Alderman. Stripped away by Flowers. Recovered by Thurman. Thurman on the move for the Cougars. Weaving his way through traffic. Out top to Nelson. Nelson's going to reset the offense. Nelson guarded by Meeks. Meeks backs off. They're going to kind of slough down in the lane. Thurman left side. Thought about a three. Pulled away. Nelson on the move. Down the middle. A little bit out of control. Thurman had it stripped away by Sibley. Dalton Sibley down on Britton Nelson. Off the iron. No good. Pulled down by Flowers. Good recovery defense and hustle play by Flowers and Thurman to get down there and assist Nelson after the steal. Flowers with the driving layup off the mark. No good. Pulled down by Alderman. He'll clear it. Get it out to Meeks. Xander Meeks out front. Left corner McDill. Alexander over to Kemp Alderman off of Thurman's foot. One of those you can sometimes get a kickball, but Thurman did not make an attempt to block it with his foot.
Yeah, and that's a borderline call there. They call that a lot. That sometimes that
was our offensive player dribbling off of Thurman's foot.
Absolutely,
So.
And that's a little different than than an actual kickball.
Pass down low. Flowers found Trey Fortenberry on the baseline. Fortenberry lays it up and in. Timeout on the floor by Coach Tanner Smith. He's seen enough. Let's see where they set this one. It's going to be a full timeout for the Generals. We're going to get it back to the studio for 1 minute down the line. You're listening to Brookhaven Academy Cougar basketball on B92.
For the weekend handyman or the full-time contractor, Perkins Hayes Hardware has what you need to get the job done. From electrical and plumbing supplies to paint and tools, come to Perkins Hayes Hardware. When the work is done and it's cookout time, they have barbecue grills, coolers, and of course all kinds of appliances. Perkins Hayes Hardware, Highway 51 North and Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven.
Prices at the pump got you down? Then get on over to Paul Barnett Nissan. We have many models that get upwards of 40 miles per gallon. That is, if you drive the speed limit. Paul Barnett Nissan is proud to offer the incredible Altima, stylish Sentra, radical Rogue, and versatile Versa. Interest-free or huge rebates. To make a sweet deal even sweeter, we will throw in 2 years' worth of free car washes with any new or pre-owned vehicle purchase. Isn't it time you experience the difference at Paul Barnett Nissan?
And we're back here at John R. Gray Gymnasium. Beck Warren alongside the coach, Becky Flowers. Cougars out front 10-4. Right at the 1 minute marker, the first quarter of play. Half court trapped by the Cougars. Long pass left side to McDeal. Trapped in the corner. Tyler Fortenberry and Britton Nelson will set the floor battery for the Cougars in just a moment. It's going to be a foul. Went inside to Alderman. Britton Nelson slipped up under him. Got the foul on the reach. We'll go Fortenberry, Tyler, Fortenberry, Trey, Nelson, Brown, and Flowers. Pass down low to McDeal. It's going to be fouled on the play again there.
Yeah, Britton just a little bit late getting there. But that's 2 quick fouls that we did not need him to pick up this early in the game.
You lose your ball handler right there. It kind of bounced off McDeal, but like you said, McDeal was going for the ball, and Nelson a little late getting there. Ball inbound stripped away by Flowers, knocked over the sideline by Flowers. It'll stay with the Generals. 47 seconds to go. First quarter of play. 10-4 Cougars out front.
That's a kickball.
Meeks attempting to throw it to the corner is kicked almost up into the bleachers by Flowers. It'll stay with the Generals.
I tried to convince him to be a kicker.
There you go. Left side, Alexander. Back out front to Meeks. Meeks surveys the floor. Over to McDeal. Down low. McDeal up. Off the iron, no good. That one went down and came out. Over Trey Fortenberry. Fortenberry with a rebound quickly to Flowers. Flowers through the lane, right side. Tyler Fortenberry, 3-pointer on the way, off the mark, no good. Alexander clears it for the Generals.
You know, bread and butter for the Cougars is that inside out, outside in. I mean, they'll kick it in and kick it right back out and give their shooters the opportunity to knock that shot down. Tyler was just a little long with that one.
Xander Meeks out front. Over to Luke Alexander. Didn't recognize the clock was running down, and it just shows all zeros. Good first quarter for the Cougars, 10-4 after 1 quarter of play. We're going to give it to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line. You're listening to Cougar Basketball here on B92.
Hey, this is Veronica with Emmets Marine. My dad has been dealing with boats for as long as I can remember. We have Southwest Mississippi's largest selection of boats and accessories with over 12 brands to choose from. Our staff has over 114 years of combined experience in sales and certified service. Stop by today and let our family put your family in a boat of your choice, located on the corner of 84 and 51 in Brookhaven.
Being good at life means treating your business like your family, making sure that everyone's on the right path toward financial security. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company can help find the best plan for your business and the employees who help it grow. So give Dwayne Allred, your local New York Life agent, a call. He can also help you plan your family's financial future. You can reach him at 601-833-0604 or look for him at newyorklife.com.
And we're back here at the John R. Gray Gymnasium on the campus of Brookhaven Academy. 1 quarter in the books, 10-4 Cougars out front. Generals will take first possession to start the second quarter of play. Tyler Fortenberry out front on Xander Meeks. Hands off to Luke Alexander, the sharpshooter, over to McDeal. Ethan McDeal back to Alexander. Right side to Meeks, back to Alexander out front, guarded by Cade Brown. Looking to get the ball inside to Kemp Anderson. Nothing doing right there. Clears it back out front to Meeks. Meeks guarded by Tyler Fortenberry. Now ball down low to Ethan McDeal. Trout thought we had a tie ball. Nothing doing. McDeal threw it over the end line. Tried to get it down to Kemp Alderman. Alderman couldn't handle it. Back to the Cougars.
A little frustration there between Alderman and McDeal, just communication-wise, and both kind of asking each other, what are we doing, what's going on? So maybe the switching back to the man-to-man might have them just a little bit confused.
Yeah, a couple of different defenses shown by Coach Josh Watts. With Britton Nelson on the bench, you may see Flowers or Fortenberry at the point position. Fortenberry guarded out front by Kemp Alderman. Cade Brown asking for the ball. He's got the smaller Alexander on him. Didn't get it. Right side to Thurman. Thurman's going to hand it off to Flowers. He'll reset it. Left side, Fortenberry. Back to Thurman. Right corner, Flowers looking down low, trying to get it to Trey Fortenberry. Bounce pass, going to go over the sideline. Saved by Thurman. Down low to Brown. Brown up under to Trey Fortenberry. We're going to get a whistle before the pass. It's going to be Luke Alexander, his first. Team foul number 2 against the Generals.
A great save there by Tanner Thurman on the errant pass that went off Brown's hands that Dawson kind of threw it right, and he made a great save there to get the ball back in to even get us an opportunity to get that.
Trey Fortenberry out front, cross to Flowers. Flowers driving the lane, up and off the glass. Good. Shot that one straight over McDeal. 12-4 Cougars out front. 6:18 to go, second quarter. Meeks presses the issue for the Generals. Looks down low to McDeal. Guarded closely by Cade Brown. Left side, Luke Alexander guarded by Brown. Slips back out and picks up his man in the corner. Really crashing down on those big guys when they get the ball inside. Kind of the outside defender leaves his man.
It's just an extended help side just because they're taking a little chance there. And honestly, our guys are quick enough to recover, hopefully, anyway.
I don't know that we'll see another shooting game like we got from Alexander. So take that chance, double down on the big guy. Don't give them a short one. Make them shoot the ball from outside and prove it before you change strategy there.
Yeah, and, we have, Josh teaches man-to-man. Teaches just a strict man-to-man defense. Great help side. They teach that, and I think our guys are overplaying it just a touch tonight.
Luke Alexander got the pass down low to Alderman. Got a push in the back from Fortenberry. Be Trey, his first. Inbound pass to McDeal. 7-footer. 7-foot jumper.
Got Alderman for a little elbow right there.
Was good from McDeal. After the basket, Alderman, a little elbow punch. I don't know if he caught Brown or Flowers. Nonetheless, that's another foul against Alderman. One of those that can come back to haunt you. Just can't put yourself on the bench with silly fouls, and that's one of them. He immediately goes to the bench. Coach Tanner Smith didn't like that one from Alderman.
Back in a little 2-3 zone.
Inside pass goes to Brown. Slap on the wrist, going to be Meeks. Meeks, it's going to be his first, team foul number 4 against the Generals.
And I may be speaking a little soon, but I think we're coming a little tight right here. Like every little hand check, I think we're getting that. So I guess I just want to keep control.
Good inside pass on the inbounds play directly to Cade Brown. Brown slipped in the crack, stuck it in the basket. Saw a little opening there. Thurman found him. 14-6 Cougars, 8-point lead, 4:55 to go here in the second quarter. Stolen away by Brown. Brown on the move. Over to Flowers. Flowers up and in and good. Good job, Brown to Flowers.
Great pass, running the floor. Great job with Cade there. Dribbling left hand, drew the defender, just dumped it off.
16-6 Cougars, 10-point lead. 4:30 to go. Second quarter. Alexander guarded closely out front by Brown. Over to Sibley. Goes down low to McDill on Dawson Flowers. McDill shot up, blocked by Flowers. Fight for it inside. It's going to be up and in. Looks like a foul. They're going to catch Trey Fortenberry. Ethan McDill working hard in the paint. It is on Fortenberry, his second. It's going to bring Sean Beard off the bench.
Well, and that's one thing I've been impressed by with Ethan McDill is, you know, just hustle. He is a hustler. He works really hard. I'm not sure he's just a great basketball player, but he is a hard worker on that block.
Workhorse for the Generals. McDill with his free throw off the iron, no good. Tyler Fortenberry with the rebound. Beard is in the game for Trey Fortenberry, who picked up the second foul. Cougars back in with their shooting team.
That's going to put Tyler Fortenberry down at the post and Dawson out at the one.
Nelson on the bench with one foul. Fortenberry to Flowers. Flowers with a touch pass down to Brown. Couldn't get it to go, but he did get the foul.
McDill.
Good wing to elbow to baseline. Like they've done it 100 times before. Foul was on McDill. It's going to be his first, team foul number 5. Brown's going to shoot 2. First one up and good for Brown. 17-8 Cougars. We got 4 minutes on the dot to play, second quarter. Winner here punches her way to the finals. Second free throw up and good as well. 18-8 Cougars, 10-point lead. Full court pressure by the Cougars. A little confusion in the backcourt from the Generals. Alexander made a move, got under Sean Beard. Beard shoved him on the sideline. It's Beard's first foul, team foul number 6 for the Cougars. Next foul, Generals go into the bonus situation. Cleared out front to Dalton Sibley. Sibley's going to be guarded by Thurman up top. Sibley hands off to Luke Alexander. Check close there by Cade Brown. Alexander left side to McDill. Flowers in his face. Out front to Sibley. Right side, Alexander. Wants to get the ball down low to McDill. He's got Dawson Flowers on his back. Alexander thought better of it. Sibley out front, guarded by Thurman. Sibley on the move, knocked away by Thurman. May have got away with a foul right there. Nonetheless,
I think a little bit got him across the arm, but
recovered by Sean Beard. Off to Dawson Flowers. We're going to take it the other way. Flowers to Thurman. Inside to Brown. Right side. Sean Beard got it to go. Sean Beard with the long three-pointer just in front of the Newton County Academy bench. 21-8 Cougars.
it's a great job by Sean knocking that shot down again. Back to our inside out. You know, we go the length of the floor and we get it on the post and we kick it out and he knocks down the shot.
Driving layup by Alexander. Didn't fall.
Offensive foul.
Cougars going the other way. They got Dawson Flowers set on the push-off on the spin move. 2:43 to go. Second quarter, 21-8 Cougars. How many fouls is that on Flowers?
Just one.
Just one, so no foul trouble there.
Don't speak too soon.
Inside to Austin Upton, just in the game for the Generals. Turned it over. Not what a coach wants to see when you go to your bench. Cade Brown on the move. Lost it and recovered by Sean Beard. Brown came up a little wobbly on that one. Take your pick. He seems to be okay. Right side Thurman, down low to Fortenberry. Over to Sean Beard. Thought about a three. Cross court to Thurman. Thurman lets it fly. It's on the way. That one's good.
That'll wait, Tanner.
I knew when he let that one go, there was no doubt. That was a no doubter. Thurman, one of the hardest working Cougars out here.
He is.
Works on his game.
Yeah, confidence.
Knocked down three big
Dr.
long
Edward
balls.
called that the hat trick.
The hat trick. Right side,
Sibley.
Nick Sibley on the jump shot. Over the mark. Pulled down by Fortenberry. Fortenberry to Beard. Beard looks. Trying to get it to Cade Brown. Knocked away by the Generals. Controlled by Sibley.
Yeah, just got in a hurry right there. It's gotten a little bit of a hurry.
Sibley out front, guarded by Thurman. Thurman, Tyler Fortenberry, Dawson Flowers, Cade Brown, and Sean Beard. Sibley still controlling the ball out front. Gets it off to McDeal. Tries to get it down low. Good defensive play by Beard. Stole it away from Austin Upton. That's 2 turnovers in a row by Upton. Just not ready for the speed of the game. Off the bench. Came in for Alderman as Sean Beard buries yet another 3-pointer from deep in the corner, the left corner as we look at it. 27-8. Cougars pulling away. 44 seconds to go here in the second period of play.
Hey, I said coming in, if our shooters are knocking down the shots, then we'll be good.
Luke Alexander on the drive down the lane, guarded by Cade Brown. Going to get the push by Brown and the basket from Alexander. Good drive there by Alexander. Saw a crease, took it. Kind of a fall away layup. Got it to fall. Said Brown got him with the body. Alexander's going to attempt the old-fashioned 3-point play. And he gets it to fall. 27-11 Cougars, 36 seconds to go. Coach Josh Watts tells his point guard at the moment, Dawson Flowers, hold up. Kind of would expect them to go for one. Thurman, Beard will find their places in the corners. Tyler Fortenberry, Cade Brown at the elbows. 17 seconds to go. Flowers to Brown. Left side to Beard to Fortenberry. Back to Thurman. 8 seconds. Back to Flowers. Something's going to happen right here. Flowers on the move. Up and under. He's going to get the foul on the floor. Be the 6th team foul. So the Cougars will inbound it. Inbounds under their basket. 3.6 to go. Thurman's going to pull the trigger. Inside to Cade Brown. Nobody guarding him. Again, Thurman to Brown on the inbounds play. Got the basket to go. Good job there by Thurman. 29-11. Cougars take a commanding first half lead as a horn sounds as they go to the locker room to regroup. We'll come back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We're going to hear from our sponsors, get you caught up on stats, and set up for the second half of basketball. This is Brookhaven Academy basketball here on B92.
Brookhaven Academy has been serving our community for over 40 years. They offer a quality education and a Christian and learning environment for all students from preschool through 12th grade. Students each receive opportunities to excel in the arts, ACT prep, extracurricular activities, college preparatory curriculum, and athletics. Come visit Headmaster Jason Case and Elementary Principal Paige Nielsen to see how Brookhaven Academy is making a difference one child at a time.
Hey, this is Will Thibodeau, General Sales Manager at Sullivan Ford Lincoln. 2018 was a historic year for us here at Sullivan Ford, and 2019 looks to be even better. With such great results last year, we are expanding and need your help. We are looking for dedicated sales and service people for our growing staff. If you are a motivated person and looking for a great opportunity to join a great work family, we want you. Come by and see myself or one of our friendly staff to learn more about this fantastic opportunity. Sullivan Ford Lincoln. We're better, we're proving it, and we want you to be the judge. Exit 40, Brookhaven.
Here's the 411 from 601 Sports.
The savings are going to blow you away!
It's the store-wide clearance sale this Friday and Saturday only. Save up to 60% on today's top brands for those on the go. North Face, Patagonia, Southern Marsh, Drake Waterfowl, Bandit, and more. And select shoes and boots 50% off. This Friday and Saturday, the store-wide clearance sale with up to 60% savings at 601 Sports, Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven, and in Vicksburg.
You have your W-2 and all of your other documents you need to file your tax return. Now what? Come to Brown's Tax Service in Brookhaven. Brown's Tax Service does federal and state, individual, and corporate returns, and they are an e-file provider. Brown's Tax Service is at 217 North 1st Street in Brookhaven. Office hours are Monday through Saturday 9 till 5. After-hour appointments are available. Call 835-3351. Make sure your tax return is complete and accurate. Trust your return to Brown's Tax Service.
And we're back here at John R. Gray Gymnasium on the campus of Brookhaven Academy. Halftime festivities. Got some trivia questions from Dr. Ed Moak. They've got a giveaway from Mike Watley Honda. for tonight's trivia. Coach, good first half by the Cougars, 29-11 lead. Kind of kicked it into cruise control, working really well together. Good inside-outside game. You got Thurman and Beard knocking down three-pointers. I know you're going to catch us up on the shooting and the stats. But all in all, outside of Nelson getting in a little bit of foul trouble, Cougars in pretty good shape going into the second half.
Yeah, it's just a matter of the offense that we run. Our guys have really bought into our system that, the Watts has, I guess it started really, before Josh, but it's the system Josh has put into place where we're patient. We're looking for the perfect shot, not just any shot. And I think our guys have bought into doing that very well.
Defensive side of the ball, holding Newton County Academy to 11 points, not giving Luke Alexander any looks from the outside. Anything that goes down to McZeal or Alderman is just the guys on the wings are crashing down. They're not getting a good look. They're double-teamed every time it goes down there. I think Coach Josh Watts has basically said, we're going to double-team the blocks. They can kick it back out, but those guys are going to have to make shots from the outside.
Yeah, and, you've just got to reverse that pressure sometimes. And when you're the defending state champion, obviously the target's on your back. Everybody wants to beat you. You got to come out with your best game. You watched the other night, Dawson Sibley, number 5 for Newton County, he hit a shot with, 10 seconds to go maybe to put them ahead. So you can't really count those shooters out. I do think our defensive pressure has made some difference, and that's what I was going to say. Yeah, offensively, we've distributed the ball well, and we've got some even scoring here with Cade Brown, Dawson Flowers, and Sean Beard, 3 of our seniors, all with 6 points in the first half. Tanner Thurman with 9, of course, with the 3 threes, and then Trey Fortenberry picking up a basket. So, they've really done their job on the offensive end, but I think defensively is where we have made the difference. And Coach Watts switching defenses between possessions, different things. We've trapped, we've run our man-to-man, we've pressed a little bit. We haven't backed into a zone just yet, but you just never know. And I think that's just speaks to the versatility of the kids that we have. They're smart boys. Been playing for them since the 8th grade, so that helps.
Looking across the way to the Newton County side of the ledger, and you got Kemp Alden with only 2 points and 2 fouls. Got the silly elbowing foul after a made basket, and Coach Tanner Smith took him to the bench, and he saw no more action after that point. Luke Alexander with 5, Ethan McGill with 4. Yeah. And, that's it for.
And honestly, McDill's baskets were really just kind of trash baskets, just to pick up off a board or two. But, just really held their offense in check. And, it's part of what they do. It's part of the preparation. So.
All right, we're going to throw it back to the studio, Dan. Give me 2 minutes down the line to hear from our sponsors. We'll bring it back, get ready for second half of play. Cougars up on top at halftime, 29-11. This is Brookhaven Academy basketball on B92.
Don't run from one mobile home dealer to the next trying to find the best deal on a new home. For over 30 years, C&W Homes in Vicksburg has featured factory direct pricing, and they will not be undersold. C&W Homes features the top lines from Deer Valley, Sunshine, Buccaneer, Cabco, and Cappert. Mississippi made. C&W Homes accepts trades and will buy your old mobile home. Call Kip Hole or Dobie Nasser. Toll free 1-800-748-9056. C&W Homes, Highway 61 South Vicksburg.
Prices at the pump got you down? Then get on over to Paul Barnett Nissan. We have many models that get upwards of 40 miles per gallon. That is, if you drive the speed limit. Paul Barnett Nissan is proud to offer the incredible Altima, stylish Sentra, radical Rogue, and versatile Versa. Interest-free or huge rebates. To make a sweet deal even sweeter, we will throw in 2 years' worth of free car washes with any new or pre-owned vehicle purchase. Isn't it time you experience the difference at Paul Barnett Nissan?
The winter weather is the perfect time to get ready for spring at Perkins Hayes Hardware. Now is the time to stock up on all of your lawn and garden supplies. From weed control to all kinds of tools, it's Perkins Hayes Hardware. Plus, they're your sales and service center for snapper and pad boy mowers. Hunters and fishermen, they have all kinds of supplies for you too. Perkins Hayes Hardware, Highway 51 North and Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven.
Hey y'all, this is Emmett with Emmett's Marine, offering you Southwest Mississippi's largest selection of boats and accessories with over 12 brands to choose from. Financing available. We have over 114 years combined experience in sales and certified service. Located on the corner of Highway 84 and 51 in Brookhaven, we treat our customers like family. Emmett's Marine is looking forward to serving you in 2019.
And we're back at John R. Gray Gymnasium. Ball inbounded to Cade Brown. Brown going to set the offense for the Cougars. Out front to Tanner Thurman. Right side, Sean Beard. Brown, Beard, Thurman, Nelson, and Flowers, the battery for the Cougars. Cade Brown out front. Ethan McDill chooses not to go out there and guard him. Just stays in the lane. Top side, Brown. Brown's going to take it left side. Cougars going to eat up a little clock right here. Down the lane. Dawson Flowers kicks it corner. Britton Nelson. Patience right there for the Cougars, up 29-11. 7 minutes to go, third period of play. Left side, Thurman back out front to Nelson. Nelson's going to reset it. Guarded out front by Xander Meeks. Right side, Brown. Brown signals to McDill, says, I'm not going anywhere. McDill stays put. Now eases his way out to Brown. They'll have to come out eventually and guard. Brown gets it back to Nelson. They really want to pull the Generals away from the basket. Eat a little clock in the process. Tanner Thurman guarded out front. We're going to get the foul on Dalton Sibley.
And
reaching foul. That's Sibley's number 2 on him.
Yes, it's been really consistent with that, though. I mean, they've just called that little touch handshake almost all night long. So
Thurman the inbounds it, gets it to Nelson. Nelson thought about a low pass down to Beard. Going to eat a little more clock. 6:19 to go. Cougars yet to take a shot in the second half. Holding on to that 18-point lead. Flowers inside of Beard. Flowers broke away, got it to Beard. Beard missed one from point blank, but got fouled. Foul's going to be on a 32, McDill. His second. Beard's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Cougars 8 up. 1 minute and 53 seconds on that transition. Beard gets the free throw. Be well worth the time spent if Beard can get both of them.
that's right. I mean, that's 2 minutes for 2 points. And, you know, you've got a lead. You just limit the other team's possessions. And
Beard got the second one. Stretches it out to a 20-point lead for the Cougars. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Chewing up time, that last possession for the Cougars. Luke Alexander slides down the lane, off the iron, no good. Pulled down and cleared by Flowers. Flowers, quick pass out to Thurman. Thurman on the move. Up and under to Sean Beard. Beard driving outside to Brown. Good job by Brown retrieving that one, keeping it out of the bleachers. Britton Nelson down the lane. Left corner to Beard. Beard, three-pointer on the way. I don't even think that one hit the net.
I know.
Beard dropped the bottom out of that one. Good job. Nelson down the lane, kicks it to Beard. Beard finishes with a three-pointer, his third of the night. 34-11, Cougars, 5:25 to go here in the third quarter.
And obviously Newton's point of emphasis on defense is inside on Flowers and Brown, and so that's given our shooters an opportunity, and they have come through tonight.
Little confusion out front from the Generals. Retrieved by Meeks. Meeks had it knocked away by Flowers. Flowers out front to Thurman. Thurman trying to finish down low. Got the ball off the Beard, off the glass, no good. Tanner Thurman should have just laid that one up left-handed and finished.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe overpass right there.
Yeah.
Unselfish play there by Thurman. I believe he could have finished that one with his left hand. Nonetheless, Beard back at the line is going to shoot 2. Beard, first one on the way and good. That's the third team foul in just under 3 minutes of play against the Generals here in the third quarter. Beard takes aim on the way again, off the iron, almost came back and in, fell into the hands of Luke Alexander. Alexander out front, guarded by Beard. Over to Meeks. Check that, Sibley. Back to Meeks. Meeks guarded by Nelson out front, right side McDill. McDill looks, back out front to Alexander. Wanted to get it down low to Kemp Alderman. had Brown pinned to the outside, didn't get it to him. Alexander on the move along the baseline, over to McDill. A move on Flowers, up and under. McDill got it to go. Pretty good move there by the big man. Got Flowers in the air, went up and under.
Yeah, we just have to do a better job defensively, staying on the floor. And
Kate Brown out front for the Cougars again. No one guarding Brown. McDill's going to choose to stay around the basket. Don't be surprised the Cougars wind the clock up once again. Out front to Thurman, guarded closely by Dalton Sibley. I don't know, that must have went off Thurman's foot because I thought Sibley got a piece of it, but it must have been off Thurman's foot, rolled into the backcourt.
I guess.
Had some momentum rolling out there, but rolled into the backcourt.
Normally it's deflected, but I guess it must have, yeah.
That's why I said I thought it may have went off his foot because when Thurman retrieved it, it was a backcourt call immediately.
Immediately.
Xander Meeks out front, guarded by Nelson. Tipped away by Flowers, recovered by Nelson. Nelson all along on this end is going to lay it up and in for the Cougars. 37-13 Cougars running away with this one. 3:50 to go. Third quarter of play. I think they've just kind of taken the air out of the Newton County Academy Generals. Too much firepower from the Cougars. Up top, Luke Alexander guarded by Beard. Right side, McDill. McDill thinks about a three-pointer, lets it fly. Drops it from 22 feet. Good job there from McDill.
I think that might be something we hadn't seen from him yet. I don't think I've seen him take that shot.
Biggest guy on the court dropped the three-pointer. Good job there by McDill. 37-16 Cougars. 21-point lead. Tyler Fortenberry now in the game for the BA squad. Out front to Sean Beard, guarded close by Meeks. Check that, Meeks Sibley.
Yeah. His third personal.
It's Mill Sibley. Logan Little now in the ball game for the Generals. Tossed in the backcourt to Dawson Flowers. Kemp Alderman bumped in, going for the ball, got the call. Alderman's third foul. Not much to the delight of Coach Tanner Smith. He didn't like that call, but I do believe Alderman just out of control kind of ran into Flowers and pushed him.
I mean, and there's some contact there, but, we're used to that not maybe, always being called. So
Tyler Fortenberry, 8-footer on the way. Couldn't get it to Paul. Chased down by Logan Little. Little gets it to Alderman. Back out front to Luke Alexander. Alexander's going to set the offense for the Generals. 37-16 Cougars. 2:40 to play, third period. Dalton Sibley, right side Alexander, down low to McDill. McDill guarded by Flowers. Double team down low. Up, blocked by Flowers. Good defense by Dalton Flowers. Avoiding the foul, getting a block shot. Nelson on the move for the Cougars. Dishes it off to Sean Beard, up and in. Nelson putting a lot of pressure on the General defense. They just have to collapse on him. Tosses over to Beard. Beard with the easy crip shot up and in. 39-16 Cougars. Alexander out front, guarded by Beard. Round right side. Alexander thought about a 6-footer. Did take it. Off the mark, no good. Pulled down by Flowers. Shoulder pass down to Tyler Fortenberry. Fortenberry lays it up and in. The Generals are totally out of gas now, Becky. I don't know if they have anything left in the tank.
Yeah, it's also their third game this week, and that's a long ride, 2 hours. And, I know that and they may have spent the night tonight. I don't know, but, they haven't. They've been driving back and forth, and, that's a lot of travel and fatigue. And this defense these Cougars play, it does wear you down after a while.
1:40 to go, 41-16 Cougars. Trey Fortenberry is going to check in.
I really look for Coach Watts to probably rest Brown, Flowers, in just a bit when he gets the chance, because I don't think he's, we've got a game tomorrow, and I think with Cade's back injury, I think he's going to probably try to get some rest for him.
Dawson Flowers out front for the Cougars. Give and go. Trey Forten back to Flowers. Over the rim, no good. Pulled down by McDill. McDill tosses off number 2, Riley Boswell. Boswell, I don't know that we've seen him in the game tonight. His first action, right side of McDill, back to Boswell. Going to get over to Alderman on the right wing, guarded by Trey Fortenberry. Down low, Logan Little. Little's going to get fouled. That one's going to be on Trey Fortenberry, number 32. I believe Dr. Moak announced that one. Tyler That one was on Trey, 32.
I think it was 32, right?
Yes. Logan Little with a free throw off the iron, no good. Second one on the way, got it to fall. 41-17. Cougars in command and control. Flowers, Brown, Fortenberry, and Beard for the Cougars. Flowers around left side. Got a good pick from Brown. Couldn't get the layup to go. Pulled down by McDill. Tipped by Flowers and went off McDill's knee. Good defense recovery there by Flowers. 49.5 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play. Coach Josh Watts wants a 30-second timeout. 30 seconds. Let's take it to the studio for 30. You're listening to Cougar Basketball on B92. We're back here at John R. Gray Gymnasium. I don't know if we cut out in that break or not. Nonetheless, 45 seconds to go. 41-17. Cougars out front. Dawson Flowers hands off to Tyler Fortenberry. Fortenberry, left side to Sean Beard. Beard, guarded by Riley Boswell. Left side, Trey Fortenberry. Trey looking for a guard to hand it off to. Fortenberry guarded out front by McDill. Fortenberry over to Flowers. 20 seconds to go. Cougars going to kind of eat the clock for the last shot unless they get a wide open look. 13 seconds to go. Flowers down the lane inside to K. Brown. Brown up and under and in. 8-second mark. 43-17. Dalton Sibley, 3-2-1. He's going to have to toss it from half court. That's going to wind it up for the third quarter of play. Good, solid quarter for the Cougars. 43-17 Cougars. We'll take this one into the fourth quarter. Let's take it to the studio. 1 minute for our sponsors. Brookhaven Academy, Cougar Basketball, here on B92.
Being good at life means treating your business like your family, making sure that everyone's on the right path toward financial security. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company can help find the best plan for your business and the employees who help it grow. So give Kelly Hallred, your local New York Life agent, a call. He can also help you plan your family's financial future. You can reach him at 601-833-0604 or look for him at newyorklife.com.
Brookhaven Academy has been serving our community for over 40 years. They offer a quality education and a Christian and learning environment for all students from preschool through 12th grade. Students each receive opportunities to excel in the arts, ACT prep, extracurricular activities, college preparatory curriculum, and athletics. Come visit Headmaster Jason Case and Elementary Principal Paige Nielsen to see how Brookhaven Academy is making a difference one child at a time.
Fourth quarter action underway here at John R. Gray Gymnasium, the campus of Brookhaven Academy. The Cougars out front 43-17. They have all the answers to the questions. Ethan McDill out front, surveying the floor, guarded closely by Dalton Flowers. McDill, triple team down low, stolen away by Britton Nelson. Nelson weaves through traffic, pulls it out. Side's going to eat up a little clock. Cougars in complete control at this point. Nelson hands off out front to Thurman. Left side, Trey Fortenberry. Fortenberry out front to Flowers. Back to Nelson. Little pitch and catch weave going on. Back to Thurman. Back to Flowers. 7:14 to go. Flowers to Nelson. Flowers breaks free. He's going to get the layup inside. Couldn't get it to go. Got knocked to the floor. Tossed off to Nelson before the travel. Nelson's going to weave his way along the sidelines, and he stepped out of bounds. Nelson trying to avoid McDill down low. Foot on the sidelines, and Coach Tanner Smith completely gone to his bench. 43-17 lead for the Cougars. Logan Little, Wesley Williams seeing their first action. Lee Hollingsworth also in, and number 4, Jordan Mason. New faces for the Newton County Academy Generals. And he may be just trying to save up his guys' legs for tomorrow night in the consolation. Again, everybody's playing for some seeding going into next week. Flowers with the steal and drive. Tossed it off to Fortenberry. Fortenberry with the finish. 45-17. Cougars out front. Coach Josh Watts as well is going to go to his bench. Lee Hollingsworth out front, surveying the floor. 6:14 to go. Cougars with a commanding lead. Going to get a 5-second call. Good defense out front by Tanner Thurman. August Sullivan now in the game for the Cougars. Along with Britton Nelson, Piker Ratliff, Rob Johnson, and Gage Brown. Trying to find my fifth one. Brown sets up the elbow with Sullivan. Nelson out front, left side to Sullivan. Over to Ratliff. Ratliff, always a threat to shoot the three-pointer. Left side, Brown. Looks, gives it to Rob Johnson. Johnson had the three-pointer, turned it down. Back to Nelson. Nelson surveying the floor. August Sullivan, big guy out front. Back to Ratliff. Running that weave motion offense. Brown over to Johnson. Good job by the Cougars in executing their offense. Got to have probably going to run it for a layup. Ratliff, left side, Brown. Brown to Johnson. Back to Nelson. Nelson surveying the floor, drives down the lane, gets it back out to Brown, back to Nelson. 5:20 to go. Good job by the Cougars off the bench. Controlling the ball, controlling the clock. Ratliff sets it out front for the Cougars. Over to Nelson. Nelson's going to reset the opportunity for the Cougars. 45-17, 5 minutes to go in this one. Nelson drives lane, kicks it out to Ratliff. Ratliff round the horn. Gage Brown to Rob Johnson. Brown working hard inside on number 15. Wesley Williams going to get a foul up front. It's going to be on number 1, Little, against Nelson. 16 foul for the Generals. The Cougars will shoot from here on out. Nelson sets out offense, guarded by Little. Sort of a 1-4 high set. Left side to Brown. Brown cross to Ratliff. Wanted to go to Johnson on the cut. Sullivan, three-pointer fired on the way, retrieved by Johnson. Kind of a backbreaker right there for the Generals. Finally got a shot from Sullivan. Johnson chased it down. Britton Nelson through the lane. Going to get a block foul. Again, I think it's... check that. The foul's going to be 33 Sullivan.
Illegal screen.
I thought they got Little again on Nelson.
Instead he hooked him with his knee.
Little out front, guarded by Nelson, left side to Wesley Williams, right side to Hollingsworth. That'll be Lee. Toss down low. Upton back out to Hollingsworth. Three-pointer on the way. Off the mark, no good. Hollingsworth got his own. Up off the glass, no good. Hollingsworth got it again, but he was standing on the end line. 45-17 Cougars. We can wrap this one in blue and white. 4 minutes to go. They'll face off tomorrow night against the winner, Lamar Christian and Clinton Christian. That's probably going to be a pretty good one, Coach.
I think so. I think it's going to be a very physical game, very fast-paced. Both of them love to run the floor. I do think, it's kind of an equal balance there.
As the description of the upcoming game, Nelson with a little hoop-de-doo scoop down the lane, got the bucket to go, 47-17. Cougars, and I agree with you. Two similar styles, but, Coach Josh Sykes, you never know what he might do. He may throw something different at Lamar Christian, and totally fool us right there. But either way, one of them is going to get the privilege to play Brookhaven Academy, and that may not be what you want.
Well, it's I think that you've got great shooters on Lamar Christian. Their perimeter shooters are good shooters. Guy's range that, he just doesn't have a range. He's bombing them from wherever he gets it. And they've got a big presence inside. Not that they look for him to score as much as they look for him to rebound and just take up some space in there. So I think it's going to be a good game.
Lee Hollingsworth out front for the General. Right side, Logan Little, guarded by Nelson. Little on the move, off the glass and good. Good move there by Little.
Yeah.
Saw the opportunity down the left on the right side. Went past Nelson, up off the glass, and good. Piker Ratcliffe from three-point land. Couldn't get it fall. Good rebound by Rob Johnson off the mark. Strong rebound by Gage Brown. Puts it back up and in. Good job by Brown.
Absolutely.
Brown, one of the hardest workers out there. He's a brute. He's going to be a force next year on the football field. I can guarantee you that. He's gotten big in the shoulders, works hard in the weight room, and he's 100% all the time.
Yeah.
Good job there from Brown.
It's a great move. Great post move.
Moved down low by Wesley Williams. Got the foul.
Rob Johnson.
Block on Johnson.
Yeah.
49-19. Cougars out front. 2:18 to go. Williams will trigger it out front to Logan Little. Going to get a foul down low there for Nelson. Nelson kind of undercut Little. Good job by Nelson helping Little off the floor. Not an intentional
just going for
foul.
The ball.
Going for the ball, but good sportsmanship there from Nelson. Little out front. Over to Williams. Williams guarded by Johnson. Nearly stolen away the pass to Hollingsworth. Guarded closely by Ratliff. Hemmed up. Stolen away by Nelson. Nelson on the move. Rob Johnson to his right. Tipped away. Up and under Nelson over the front iron and good. Nelson kind of like a little water bug looking across there.
OB, he gets in some spaces in there.
Stolen away by August Sullivan. Out front to Nelson. I tell you, when Britton gets on the move and he's in his groove, he just floats across the floor.
He does.
Great ball handler, either hand, and does a real good job when he's really throwing it right there. Piker Ratcliffe down low to August Sullivan. Baby hook right dead center where Sullivan dropped it for the Cougars. His points, first 2 points of the night.
You see those starters celebrating over there on the bench. They love to see these guys play. They work hard every day playing defense against them. And, you know, sometimes that's your best teammates are the ones that make you better and you know, push you every day to get better offensively. So.
60 seconds to go here in this one. 53-19. Cougars knocked over the end line by Sullivan. Generals will retain possession. Just under a minute to go. Cougars have worked their right to play tomorrow in the finals. Inbound into Austin Upton. Down low, Jordan Mason. Mason off the glass and good. Upton to Mason. Mason with the finish. Britton Nelson out front. 40 seconds to go in this one. Guarded by Logan Little. Right side to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe stepped on the sideline. Good thought there. Ratcliffe coming off a double screen. They're trying to get him a shot on the outside. Just as he set his feet, stepped backwards and stepped over the sideline.
Yeah, just a little misstep there, but, you know, it happens. I don't think he realized he was as close as he was to the baseline.
Logan Little outside, out front for the Generals. Guarded by Nelson. Left corner, Wesley Williams. Thought about a three-pointer, got it back out front to Hollingsworth. Back to Williams, down low. Trying to go to the block man. It's going to be number 11, Austin Upton. Out to Logan Little. Shot on the way from the free throw line, off the mark. Pulled down by Gage Brown. 4 seconds to go. Cougars going to wrap this one up as the Cougar faithful rise to their feet. Give a standing ovation. That'll do it here at the John R. Gray Gymnasium. The Brookhaven Academy Cougars burn their way to play in the finals tomorrow night. 53-21 victory over the Generals from Newton County Academy. Newton County will play in the consolation game around, let's check the times, around 4 o'clock tomorrow, the consolation, 5:15 or so, the finals. Let's throw it back to the studio for 2 minutes. 2 minutes down the line, we'll bring it back, wrap up all the action from today, set the schedule for tomorrow, and victorious on both ends of the ledger for the Cougars and Lady Cougars. Coach Flowers is going to tally up the stats here. We'll bring it back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes down the line, we'll wrap it up. This is Brookhaven Academy basketball on B92.
Hey, this is Will Thibodeau, General Sales Manager at Sullivan Ford Lincoln. 2018 was a historic year for us here at Sullivan Ford, and 2019 looks to be even better. With such great results last year, we are expanding and need your help. We are looking for dedicated sales and service people for our growing staff. If you are a motivated person and looking for a great opportunity to join a great work family, we want you. Come by and see myself or one of our friendly staff to learn more about this fantastic opportunity. Sullivan Ford Lincoln. We're better, we're proving it, and we want you to be the judge. Exit 40, Brookhaven.
Here's the 411 from 601 Sports.
Savings are going to blow you away!
It's the store-wide clearance sale this Friday and Saturday only. Save up to 60% on today's top brands for those on the go. North Face, Patagonia, Southern Marsh, Drake Waterfowl, Bandit, and more. And select shoes and boots 50% off. This Friday and Saturday, the store-wide clearance sale with up to 60% savings at 601 Sports, Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven, and in Vicksburg.
You have your W-2 and all of your other documents you need to file your tax return. Now what? Come to Brown's Tax Service in Brookhaven. Brown's Tax Service does federal and state, individual, and corporate returns, and they are an e-file provider. Brown's Tax Service is at 217 North 1st Street in Brookhaven. Office hours are Monday through Saturday 9 till 5. After-hour appointments are available. Call 835-3351. Make sure your tax return is complete and accurate. Trust your return to Brown's Tax Service.
We'll find you that place to call home.
C&W Homes direct-to-you factory pricing saves you money on beautiful homes from Deer Valley, Buccaneer, Capco, Sunshine, and Cappert. Mississippi made. C&W Homes is locally owned and operated and will not be undersold. C&W Homes, Highway 61 South, Vicksburg. Call 800-748-9056. Online, cwmobilehomes.com, and like them on Facebook.
We're back here at John R. Gray Gymnasium here at Brookhaven Academy. The Cougars victorious over the Newton County Academy Generals by a score of 53-21. And Coach, I think that's kind of what Coach Becky, Coach Josh Watch, if he was going to order one up, he certainly didn't want to see an overtime, a real close ball game where the Cougars had to extend a lot of energy, fight to the finish. They were able to get some substitutes in. Down toward the end of the ball game, get the starters on the bench and gear up and get a little rest for tomorrow night.
Right. You know, and hey, I think this great guard play tonight, but you know, if you had to say an MVP or whatever, I would say our defense really stepped it up, keeping the Generals to just, 21 points, 11 points the first half and 10 the second half. I mean, I think that was probably the factor in the game, just limiting their possessions. And when they did get a possession, just not letting them do anything productive with it.
No doubt what the strategy was on the defensive side of the ball. We're going to guard man-to-man. If it goes to the post, we're going to crash down on McDill and Audible. We're not going to let those big guys get loose on us inside. We're going to make them kick it back out, and they're going to have to make some outside shots. Those shots were not there tonight for the Generals.
But in the total opposite on the Cougars, the Generals' plan was to stay inside on Dawson and Brown and on Dawson Flowers and Kay Brown, and that is really where our offensive production comes from. But we, our guards got it done tonight. You had Tanner Thurman with 9, Sean Beard with 14 tonight. Britton came in with 6 points. Then Cade had 8, Dawson had 6. Tyler Fortenberry with 2 and Trey with 4. And then, of course, a couple of the subs came in with 2 points each with Gage Brown and August Sullivan. So, our guard play tonight, the inside-out game was working. If we keep knocking shots down like that, you're going to have to choose your poison with the Cougars.
No doubt. And that's one of the things that, any coach talks about. You got to be multidimensional. I said, the defense this time of year, once you get into the latter half of the South State, then move on to the state playoff, everybody's good. And you're usually going to find some well-coached teams, and they're going to pick their poison, and they're going to have to shut down the go-to guys. You're going to have to get scoring from other members of your ball club, get contribution there. I also want to add Dawson Flowers, 6 rebounds and 5 assists, so stuff in the stats right there for Flowers, doing a good job without the basketball, so it's key to it. In case you missed it earlier, the Lady Cougars, a 55-37 victory over the Centerville Lady Tigers. They will match up with Lamar Christian around 2:15 tomorrow. come on early. You got a third-place consolation game between Clinton Christian and Centerville. That starts at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Yes. So here, those will be the first games, and then the afternoon cap, if you will, around 4 p.m. after the Lady Cougars and Lady Lions from Lamar face off. Around 4 p.m., the consolation of the men's bracket. It's going to be Newton County Academy and the loser of this ball game, and then the finals in boys play slated for 5:15 p.m. We'll be on the air here on B92 for both the boys and girls game if you can't make it out. Also be on YouTube, B92 WBKN. You can find it, the link there. 5:15, the Cougars, they'll match with the Warriors from Clinton Christian or the Lamar Christian Lions on the men's side.
Yeah, and tomorrow is, just remember, the same split session where we got girl game, boy game, boy game. And I've had a lot of calls about that today, so I was trying to kind of make that clear tonight. And we do start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Are they going to clear the gym? I'm not sure.
They are not.
Okay.
MAIS said this year it's in quotes a split session, and that there will be 2 girls and 2 boys, but they will not clear the gym in between. They will take a 30-minute break for the trophy presentation, and then they will clear the floor and let the boys games get underway.
Yeah, sort of like the setup we had today, girl game, then come back with the men's action back-to-back. So that's going to wrap it up here from the John R. Gray Gymnasium here at Brookhaven Academy. Again, the Lady Cougars with a 55-37 win over Centerville. They'll be in the finals. And the Cougars with a convincing 53-21 win over Newton County Academy. They've punched their ticket to the finals, waiting on their opponent between Clinton Christian and Lamar Christian underway in just a moment. For the coach, Becky Flowers, this is Beck Warren bidding you a good evening.
Legends of country music, country's newest stars. Now you don't have to choose because they're all right here.
WBKN FM, Brookhaven, B92.